Well, hello and welcome to Big Time Math, Algebra 1 style. We're talking about A12A, deciding whether relations define a function or not. In class, we did a scavenger hunt, leading us from state to state, talking about functions. So what I'm going to do is go over that assignment fairly quickly. And if I get a little bit too fast for you, guess what, folks? Just press pause and rewind this mug. Are you ready to get started? Because I am. Let's see. Functions. We started off in Texas, and the simple question is, which one is not a function? So the key word here is not. So I'm thinking graphs, functions, vertical line test. So I look at this, and a vertical line test is just straight up and down. And if it touches once every single vertical line, guess what, yo? That's a function. So once. Every time I drew a vertical line, it only touched once. So I'm putting a little smiley face up in this mug. It says he is a function. I come over here, bam! 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 Holy moly, that sucker touched twice. Therefore, that's a womp womp, no good. Therefore, he is not a function. So guess what? What state is our answer? Is Utah. So, in the scavenger hunt, we would go find Utah and do that problem. The question is this a function? So, we know in order to be a function that every input has one output. And if it's a mapping, it should have only one arrow from every x value because the x's are what we're looking at for functions. So it's got one arrow, one arrow, one arrow, one arrow. So every x value has one arrow. That tells me straight up, man, that's a function, yo. So is this a function? I'm going to the yes. Hold up, main. So we're going to main. Now that we're at main, the question is which one is not a function? So I'm looking at this, say, man, not means the x's repeat, and not is not good. So because x's cannot repeat, yo. So it's real simple. I just look at the x's, and I say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. None of them repeat, so I like to put a smiley face because, hey, he is a function. I come over here, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Hey, man, none of them repeat, and I'm only focused on the x's. Therefore, it is a function. So peace out, Florida. But when we get to Cali, I'm going back to Cali. Cali. We look and, oh my gosh, the ones that are x's repeat. And I like to put an x anytime they repeat and say, womp womp, that's bad news. Therefore, California is not a function. Therefore, that's where we're heading next, to Cali. We're going back to Cali, and now that we're here, we have a function and not a function. And if both statements are true, we go to New York. If they're false, we go to Vermont. So, is this set of ordered pairs a function? 2, 5, -3, -2. None of them repeat. Therefore, it is a function. Now remember, we're only looking at the x's. Because if you might have made a mistake and looked at the y's, you would have saw that, hey, none of those y's repeated either. So you were good to go. But it doesn't matter. We're just checking out the x's. But if we look at not a function, 1, -4, 1. I could stop right there because once I find some x's that repeat, I like to put a little x in there. This definitely not a function, yo. Therefore, this statement was true. This statement was true. So guess where we're heading? We're heading to New York, New York. When we get to New York, it says which one is a function. Therefore, we're looking for the one where the x's don't repeat because, hey, man, we never go back with our x's, right? So we don't want to go to those x's twice. But right off the bat, bam, x, they repeat. Therefore, poor Texas is not a function. So we know Texas is not a function, but we're going to keep going, and I look at Florida. And in Florida, we're just going to check those x's because remember, that's what we're checking. -2, -1, 0, 4, and 5. Oh my gosh, none of them repeat. That's good news. So we know Florida is a function. But you know what? I'm not going to stop there. Let's go to Alaska just to check all our answers. And bam! X's repeat. And we can keep going. And bam! X. It doesn't matter if it repeats once or twice or 50 million times, yo. If it repeats and it's an x value, guess what? Womp womp. It's not a function. So what's our answer, yo? That's super duper easy. We're heading to Florida because Florida is a function. All right. Now, since we're heading to Florida, let's see what Florida has to offer. Man, this would be easy, yo. Because all it's saying is, man, which one is a function? and I see that they're graphs, so I just got to draw a straight vertical line. And if it touches once, then I'm good to go throughout. But if it touches twice anywhere, then bam, it's not a function. So super duper easy. Bam! Touches twice, yo. They be tripping. Sorry, Michigan, you're not a function. Coming over here. But these are just points. That's all good. Once, once, once. But you better check every set, because when I go bam, bam, it touches twice on that vertical line. Therefore, oh, poor Montana is not a function. But when I get to Alaska, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Man, holy moly, every time I touch that mug, it is touching only once. Therefore, Alaska is my function. Now we go to Alaska. Now this one's super duper easy because it's just a set of ordered pairs. Which one's not a function? So I'm looking for the repeating x's. 3, 4, 5, 6. The x's did not repeat. Therefore, it is a function. Remember, don't be tricked by the y's. Some people, but look, the y's repeat. I don't care about the y's. I'm looking at the x's, yo. All right, go to Hawaii. 1, 3, 5, 1. Uh-oh. The 1's repeated. Remember, I like to put an X right in that mug. If I got 2 X's repeating, that's bad news, not a function. Go back to my question just to make sure which one's not. I look for the frowny face and bam, it's Hawaii. Hawaii is not a function. So we go to Hawaii. We get a nice little setup here. Quick table says which one is a function, or is this a function actually? And so I look, -2, 1, 3, and 5. None of those repeat. So I can stop right there and just put a smiley face because that is a function. Don't be tricked by the y's. The y's can repeat, but we don't care. So is this a function? Heck yes, it's a function. So we're going to Iowa. When we get to Iowa, we see 2 mappings here, which is pretty nice. And remember, it's just a 1-to-1 basis here. 1 input for every output. And so you should have 1 arrow for each x. So 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow. That's good news. I put a smiley face. Over here, bam! Stop right there because it's got 2 arrows from that x value. You can't do that. You can't go with 2 x's. That's not right. Therefore, it is not a function. So we're heading to Indiana, folks. And in Indiana, oh my gosh, we've got 4 pictures here. It says if they're all functions, we go to Vermont. If one is not a function, we're going to Texas. So we're going to do this fairly quickly. Any of those repeat? 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow, 1 arrow. Nope. Therefore, that's good news. Any of these x's repeat? Boom, 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 boom. Nope. That's good news. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Every time I drew a vertical line, it touched once. That's good news. And then look at the x values. 0, boom, 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 boom. None of them repeat. That's good news. Look, we have 4 happy faces. Therefore, they're 4 functions. Therefore, we are going to Vermont. When we get to Vermont, it has 3 graphs here. We're just looking at the x values. Oh, they are not repeating, so that's good news. Look here, 1 arrow all the way through. Boom, 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 boom. That's good news. And then we look here, 4, 6, 6. Oh, stop right there. The 6's repeat and their x's. That's bad news. Let's look at the question. Which one's not? We go to the frowny face. Bam, right there. So we headed to Georgia. And in Georgia, 4 questions here. Which one is the function? Pretty simple. 1, 1, 1. Bam! It touches 3 times. Can it do that? No way, Jose. Therefore, not a function. I look right here. Look at those x's repeating. Womp, womp. Not good news, not a function. 1, 1, 1. Bam! In this case, it touches 3 times again. Holy smokes. Therefore, guess what? Definitely not a function. And so we'll put a little frowny face there, which leaves us one choice. Do any of those x's repeat? No way, Jose. That's good news. So which one is a function? We're heading back to Texas. All right, folks. If you did this correctly, you would have went back to where you started, which we started in Texas and we ended in Texas. And so, big time math, A12A. Did we decide whether relations define a function? Heck yes, we did. Remember, x's can't repeat. And remember, do your vertical line test and make sure it only touches once. All right, yo, this is big time math. Peace out for now.